Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
What would be your dream venue to play at?
See, venue-wise, I'm not too sure. Country-wise, I'll go Ibiza.
Ibiza be the one, mate.
It's got to be Ibiza.
It's just that it's the setting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just being able to look out, see the sea and that. I think I'd say Ibiza as well. I think for me, the club, it would either be Ushuaia or DC10. I like the fact of DC10 because I know it gets messy in there. It's one of them messy nightclubs.
You like the dirty
That's what you want.
Underground.
The sweaty clubs. I like the sweaty clubs with a low ceiling where it's dripping on you, mate. But I like the fact it's at the end of the runway as well, isn't it? So you get that.
Is it?
Yeah. So when the planes are coming in, it's like literally it's at the end of the runway.
Okay,
so all the planes come over it.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? Like over the top of it. So when you're outside, it's like I think that would be a pretty much of a wicked buzz. But the only thing with Ibiza is that you can only do a couple of days there, mate. It gets messy out there. It gets
need a holiday to get over your holiday.
Yeah, you know it. Or thingy as well, Croatia's meant to be a good place to be playing now as well. It looks like sick out there. Is it Hideout? I think it's Hideout Festival in Croatia. That looks pretty sick. Well, where's the other one as well? There's one in Belgium. I think is it Homeland or something like that. That looks amazing. Glastonbury.
Get out us, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If any promoters are on, fly us out to Ibiza or book us for Glastonbury. That'll be wicked, mate. That would be wicked. What else we got? Go on, mate. Do you want to pull one out?
What was your first vinyl record?
Oh, I think mine is definitely a toss-up between Charlie Says by The Prodigy or SL2 on a reggae tip.
Cool.
And I remember going into the record shop, mate, and just being like, this is the kind of environment I want to be in, mate. You know what I mean?
What shop was
it? I think it was called Red Records. It was in Elephant and Castle in South London. And I remember going in there and the DJ's name was Arthur G. And I was like, that's a sick name, mate. Arthur G. I was like, yeah. And then that's when I started thinking of like, you know, when you want to call yourself a different name, innit? You know what I mean? You're always known by your birth name. And then you're like, oh, come on, I need a cool name for radio or my persona. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I ended up calling myself Mr. Me, even though that's a bit lazy because my name's Danny Me. But it's what comes on the letters from the tax man or whatever. I mean, Mr. Me, I was like, yeah, sod it. I'll go with that, you know what I mean? What about yourself?
What name-wise? Or vinyl?
Vinyl.
The first vinyl I bought was Lost in Vegas.
Oh, big tune.
And that was from, do you remember, I think it was City Records?
Yeah, City Records, mate. Yeah, I remember that.
So I bought that down there. What was the other vinyl I bought with him? Big Bird.
Oh, I know the tune you're talking about.
Red vinyl.
Yeah.
Red
Big
label.
Bird, yeah, I know the tune. I can't even remember how it goes.
Oh no,
that's a big tune, mate. Oh, there's so many good.
We'll find it on the YouTube and plug that bit in.
Yeah. Watch out for that. We'll stick that over the top. You know what I mean? Oh, but it's a shame that all the record shops are gone now. Like you got you had Black Market, you had City Records in Oldham. What was the one that was in Islington? What was it? Was there
Pure
one?
Groove at Archway.
Pure Groove Archway.
And then you had the other one in Cali. What was that? Planet Fat.
Yeah. That's
Planet
what I mean.
Fat was alright.
Yeah, there's some. Oh, mate, I used to love them days going.
Every weekend, mate, we'd go down West End. Because HMV was alright.
Mate.
Don't get it twisted. HMV was alright at Oxford Circus, the big one.
Yeah,
you could get a few little gems in there every now and again, so you'd have to go and check that
things
out.
like that, innit? You know what I mean?
And then we'd go round to Black Market, into there, then round to Uptown, and then there was another one. I think it was Rhythm something.
Looking for the white labels.
Looking for all the specials, mate. Yeah.
That was the thing. Oh, what was the
spending all your wages?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They were like $5 back then. Now it's like the price of vinyl is crazy now. Do you know what I mean? But it kind of reminds me of have you seen the film Human Traffic? Yeah. When they come, got any jungle, mate, and all that when they come in. And I was just like that. It nails that kind of thing to a T, didn't it? You'd be all in there. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get the latest record, and the geezer would be behind there like proper upselling you. You know what I mean? Oh, you need this one.
See, another good one that had that kind of vibe was Rhythm Division up Roman.
Yeah. That was another fucking sick
That had a
shot,
good
mate.
vibe in there.
Yeah. No, Nicky, like Black Market, big up Nicky Black Market as well for that, man. That was a legendary shot, do you know what I mean? Like, but they were the days. But vinyl's coming back now, and hopefully we're going to get a vinyl of our album as well, so keep your eye out for that, and maybe even a tape for all you lot that remember what that is. TDK.
Old grey people, yeah.
What can we expect from the album? Wow. Well,
Going deep in now.
we're going deep.
Straight in.
What are you
I
saying?
don't know. What are you saying?
I mean, it's a little bit of everything. Like, because obviously we've come through the 90s and the 2000s, so I think it's just got a good blend like of tunes. You got kind of your UK garage on there, you got your drum and bass on there, you got your house on there, you got kind of like commercial, like kind of commercially kind of tracks as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to say what it actually, because it ain't really rap. It ain't really.
Nah.
It's hard to say really what them kind of slowy ones are, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're just bangers, just straight bangers. Like, there's 15 bangers on the album, and trust me, from the start all the way through, it's just tune after tune, and the way that Jay set it up as well, I think it just kind of leads you through. It's like when you used to listen to albums, it kind of just, you know, you listen to it from the beginning,
takes you on a little journey, warms you in.
Yeah, exactly, and then it
speeds it up a bit.
Yeah, nice.
It's a nice little journey. I'm looking forward to you guys hearing it.
Mate, I'm telling you, it's a wicked body of work, man. Trust me, we've put our heart and soul into this album, and it's going to be a banger. Like I said, nowadays you kind of, the art of listening to our album has kind of died out. It's a lot of singles now. Do you know what I mean? I remember when I was a kid growing up, you'd buy an album and you'd listen to it from the beginning to the end, and a million times. Do you get what I mean? It's like
keeping people's attention for a whole album is going to be.
It's difficult, mate. Yeah, it's a job, and that's what I feel like we've done well. I feel like you can put it on, and you'll listen to it all the way through without a doubt. Like, I don't think you're going to get to a part and go, I'm going to turn that off. I think it's one of them you can stick on and stick the kettle on, cook your dinner, have your mates round, whatever, and just bang that on, and you'll be able to party to it for like an hour and a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sick. We'll be posting up soon as well when the release of that is, and the first single hopefully will be out on the 17th of July. Let's go for another one, mate.
What first got you into dance music?
That's a difficult one. I think when I was younger I used to listen to all pop music. Obviously you had like your Michael Jackson and all that, and then I started getting heavy into like reggae music, because my dad used to bring home the little 45 records. We used to play them, things like Smiley Culture and all that. And then I remember my mate, we was on the estate that I lived on at the time, and my mate come back from caravan, he was like, you got to listen to this, bruv, you got to listen to it. It was on tape, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And he put it on, and it was the first time I'd really heard hardcore. Do you know what I mean? It was like that. It was just a completely kind of different kind of music to what I'd listened to before. It was like the first time I'd ever heard hardcore, like happy hardcore. Do you know what I mean? And like me and my mate just sat there. I swear to God, we just burnt the tape where we just listened to it constantly. Do you know what I mean? And that was the first time I'd heard them like ravey pianos and that fast kind of beat, and I was
like, you one of them tape packs? Or?
Yeah, it was like a proper old school one where it looked like someone had made it themselves. Do you know what I mean? It didn't even have coloured artwork at the front. It was just like a luminous with a bit of black writing on it. Can't even remember. I'd love to remember what the tape was, but yeah, it was just happy hardcore, and I was like, wow, this is different, and that's kind of what got me into that sort of scene. Then I was like, what's this all about? And that's when I wanted to start going raving and that. Do you know what I mean? So I think, Robbie, if you're locked on, mate, thanks for bringing that tape back, mate, from the caravan, because that's kind of what sparked it for me. What about yourself, mate?
Mine, dance music.
As in, just, it can be garage, it can be whatever. Do you get what I mean?
Mine always goes back to pirate radio.
Yeah.
Listening to pirate radio, listening to you, listening to Dirty Outlaws, listening to I can't remember what they were called back then, but 2 Ton and Dollars.
I can't remember what they were called. Yeah,
and Random.
I used to listen to all them boys. Yeah. Precious, like you said before.
And I used to like Secret Agent, and it was KMA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah,
KMA and Ranking. So yeah, I like them. So yeah, I always used to listen to them pirate
Like
radio.
Cool FM, I think as well, mate. That was like another thing that we used to always religiously listen to. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I wasn't massively into the jungle back then. It was more like where I was Islington. We always had Freak FM and Mission.
Yeah,
so they were the two main ones, and so Freak FM
always
and
garage, wasn't it? Really?
Always garage, especially. I mean, I used to love the Heartless Crew shows after you.
Yeah, sick.
The EZ shows on Freak were top, especially with like the Jazzy D ones.
Sick.
So yeah, that's what got me into dance music was pirate radio, mate.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
If you're kind of a bit younger and you never got to experience the pirate radio days, they were the best, man. We'd just go up there for 2 hours, the phone would be popping off, mate. Just be shout out to this person, that person. Now it's all like fucking on the computer, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember DJs used to remember some people used to do the live calls and
I used to
be calling in and there'd just be like loads of banter going on. And,
I used to love the live calls, mate. Or you just get people ringing you up trying to mug you up and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Forgetting that you can put the phone down and you got the mic.
On the old school Nokia 3210, mate. You know what I mean? Like, proper, just reading it off the little green screen when the texts are coming through.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
I gotta see some serious shit.